Hey everybody, what's up? Bob here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Now, of course, as usual, it's been a couple weeks since the last recorded. Just been busy. Anyway, so, before we begin with Broly and Oop's story today, I want to quickly showcase something really interesting that I feel like was kind of fun and, wanted to break the mold just a little bit. So, first of all, we have Super Buu here with Gohan absorbed. Bob, why are we using Super Buu with Gohan absorbed? Yeah, normally I'd walk into that with my same question as if it's not the Gotenks Buu. So, normally Super Buu with Gohan absorbed has about... He's actually got a pretty substantial attack buff, like 135, 140. So, someone was asking a while ago for more busted builds in this game. I was like, you know what? I'm going to provide that just a little bit. So, bear in mind the attack number status increase of Buu here. Jesus Christ, Bob, why is it so high? So, this is actually something I discovered a long time ago. This is the highest I've ever gotten any attack percentage up in this game. It's using, I'm called Pauzosaurus tail, I think. I don't know, it's some really crazy, like, almost, I think, Chinese word. I'm unable to describe it correctly, but basically, it's an item you can pop that will, in its words, terribly raise your attack, but terribly lower your defense. I realize that this game probably doesn't know what the word terribly means, so yeah, let's just go with that. So this is ridiculous because this build is actually pretty goddamn good. Super Buu with Gohan absorbed, if you don't have anything equipped to him, he naturally has all, like, his two main moves, you know, when you transform, which is Kamehameha Wave and Super Kamehameha, your ultimate. Now, if you don't have his 3 ball attack and 3 vanish, what the hell? 3 ball attack and, yeah, I think it's called 3 vanish or some dumb shit like that. Like, you just start with Kamehameha Wave anyway. This is like a preset build. And when you stack that with Demon Realm Flames, yeah, the numbers are pretty fucking good. Without question in my book. So, this is pretty good. Now, if you want a benchmark, let's just go ahead and rip an ultimate. Why the hell not? 2388. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, 2388 is pretty fucking good. And need to remind everyone that this is not using stats whatsoever. Or rather, this is not using the stat increases that you get in like the RPG elements of this game. This is all just on capsules, 100%. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And now, just for comparison's sake, this is what happens when you fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta outside of story mode. The attack number goes up to 180, but it only goes up to 180. This is the highest natural attack power you can get in the game without utilizing like other such equipment. Yeah, Super Buu reaches some pretty astronomical numbers. I like it. Actually, while I have Gogeta equipped, I'm going to showcase something really odd. So you might have heard Goku's taunt before. Hey, you okay? If you have Gogeta equipped, it actually changes Goku and Vegeta's taunt to "You want to go some more?" And like, if you ask me, this is the preferred taunt. You want to go some more? It just sounds so confident. How can you say no to this? It's fucking great. All right, so with that out of the way, we're now gonna start proper on Broly. Oh boy, time to get my throat ready. My skin is cold. Transfusion with somebody more old. God, I cannot do a Pantera song. But yeah, alright guys, this is Broly. So, I actually fucking did this. So, I have a few things to explain here. So, Broly, recently, last weekend, I actually made it a point to sit down on Discord and utilize their new service where you can actually like stream over Discord privately to your server. So what I did was I sat down with me, it was Brandon, and Tahu popped in once in a while. I think Bailey might have been there once. I just marathoned all 4 of the Broly movies. You know, Legendary Super Saiyan, Bio Broly, Second Coming, not in order by the way, and Super Broly. I'm going to talk about those as we go through the story, but I just want to say, it is, like straight up, as a precursor to that, it is stark how fucking good Super Broly is compared to original Z Broly. Like, he's an actual goddamn character. It's ridiculous. It's so crazy. Anyway, so I wanted to highlight that really fast. So, combos for Broly. You know, normally in Dragon Ball Z games, when you have a big character like this, there tends to be problems with that. Namely that, you know, your hurt box is goddamn huge. So, like, normally, like, moves that normally wouldn't work against you would work against you. Or, like, you're susceptible to much bigger combos. If you're Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you're slow as piss usually. However, Budokai 3, it's like, it doesn't really matter too much because there's no jumping, there's no like extenuous footsies or anything. So, like, I know there's still some elements of this game where you don't want to be huge like this because, like, I know some moves can go straight over Gohan's head here sometimes. I think it's more present with like Krillin and Videl, but yeah, it's something you want to generally keep in mind. Anyway, so I do want to highlight something really fast actually about Broly. I wasn't expecting this, but I actually did find a move that's pretty good with him. Back punch. Reason this is really good is because it's essentially like Brian's knee setup in Tekken. Luckily, more people are familiar with this nowadays because of Tekken 7, but essentially this means that, like, if it's fully charged, it's unblockable, right? However, the cool thing about this is that it gives you enough plus frames that you can delay it and go into a combo. It's like, that's a natural combo. That's actually pretty cool. I do like that a lot. And of course, this brings with it the natural mix-ups of, like, you can charge it, go for a command throw. Well, command throw. It's really just a generic throw. You can half charge it so you can look at the plus frames and catch them pressing buttons, etc., etc. This move's pretty good. Or you can just go into a no mix-up. You know, always good stuff. Or go into a sidestep. I want to say Broly might have a slower sidestep than the other characters, because, like, usually, like, they just jump straight to the side, but Broly, like, jumps up and then he lands. Like, it looks like he decelerates heavily during his sidestep, so I want to say he might be weaker in that department. Oh, and one other weird thing about Broly I want to mention. His abs do weird-ass things when it's transformed. Like, okay. I want you to look closely at Broly's weird-ass crab abs there. Like, the bottom section of it is just, like, doing some fucking weird shit. It's, like, disjointed so heavily from the rest of his body. And they chose to make this game the basis for, you know, fucking Dragon Ball Heroes. Yeah, right. Anyway, let's go ahead and reset position. I'm going to feed you some combos. Again, all these are listed, or these individual elements can be referred to in the template I listed at the beginning of this playthrough. So, luckily, Broly does have combos. Sorry, contrast from how it usually is, but he does need to have some combos here. So, first of all, he's basically like Goku's axe kicks. Timing's really easy. This isn't too hard. You can do the first of the back punches, charge the second hit, and then you can go for another move. So that's pretty good. He's got Goku's forward kick, punch, energy combination, etc. He's got some pretty good tools. I want to say he's got some other stuff. Let me consult my notes really fast, actually, because I did practice this recently, but I've been more on the Super Broly train recently. So let me go look. Yes, he's got backside flip. Okay. He's got this, which gets plus frames. I think he can also charge cancel it for some baffling reason. I don't know why he's able to get that so much off of that. And I think he might be one of the only characters in this game where you can charge cancel your fucking punch string. Like, let me get this down really fast. Boom, boom, boom. So you can get some flashy stuff like this. This is not bad, actually. Goddamn. Yeah. And I guess I've never really illustrated this before. I mentioned it in passing, but I've never gotten into detail about it. But you can actually... okay. Normally, when you see me start combos, I do Dragon, or I do Hyper Mode first, and then I go for, you know, the big shit. However, with Broly, you can actually... Or no, not Broly. Any transformation, really, in this game. Because I figured out how this works. So let me do this first. Oh, wait, no, wrong order. Ah, it's supposed to work. I think I gotta be faster. Ah, damn. So what you're supposed to be able to do is that in the middle of a combo, you can actually engage hyper mode, and then you use the sheer speed of your shockwave transformation in order to rip into your ultimates and stuff like that. That's the idea. I don't have practice with this, so I'm not great with it, but it is an idea. And right, I guess I did forget one other thing to talk about, actually. Oh, well, actually, one other thing. Broly actually gains a new move when he's transformed. So this is what his 4-punch kick looks like in his base form. Base form, it's Super Saiyan still. It becomes this fucking move. This weird Jiraiya-ass like move, I like it. That's kind of cool. If you want to mess with that, you totally can. Yeah, honestly, like, this might be one of his best poking tools. So that's pretty cool. Ooh. I just farted it together. I didn't know he could actually string this in the middle of that. That's great. Anyway, yeah, so he's got that. I think there's one other thing I want to mention with him. Nah. Alright, let's get to the beat for this video. Okay, let's just go to reset. So, I have a thing to talk to you guys about. Broly. Controversy. Budokai 3 HD collection. So, oh boy, I'm about to address a controversy from fucking 5-6 years ago. This is gonna be wonderful. But no one questioned it. It was just kind of accepted at face value, so I have to debunk this. So, there was this huge scandal. What huge? It was like a minor thing, where people were complaining that, oh my god, Broly's ultimate was nerfed for Budokai 3 HD collection. Allow me to go ahead and highlight this. Did you see it? There was a white flash when it hit the ground. That must mean that they censored the move. No, that's literally not what happened. So, I actually labbed this myself because I don't think anyone else really put the time into this. And I got some weird ass results. So, the assumption was that they nerfed Broly's ultimate when going into this game for some baffling reason, even though Raging Blast 1 and 2, Ultimate Kaiichi, and I think even maybe to a certain extent Xenoverse, they all kept the move completely intact. So that wouldn't make sense. Why would this one instance be censored for some reason? Well, allow me to take you to a couple different levels and showcase this firsthand. Alright, so here in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, you're gonna notice something mildly different. So first we boot up the attack. I do like his ultimate, by the way. This is a really nice ultimate. It's pretty cool. Now watch this. There was no white flash. What the hell happened? I thought this move was censored in this game, guys. Is this fake news? Alright, so it's not only the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. I'm gonna show the other level off where it actually works fully, and I'll give my master's thesis onto why this is happening. Okay, so now we're on the stage inside Boo. Now watch this. The move went through again. Rather curious how that happens, isn't it? Okay, so enough bullshitting. I'm gonna lay out my thesis as to why this is. So, I guess we can do it here, but I like Hyperbolic Time Chamber more, so I'm gonna show it there. So, my theory as to why this is happening is that I noticed this when I was a kid too. It happened with various like collision effects, but various stages in this game have dust effects on the ground or water effects on the ground. Now, there's only two stages in the entire game where you have water particles kick up when like an enemy hits the ground or something. You especially see this out of like hyper mode dragon rushes. So I was thinking to myself, why the hell does it seem like it's not, it looks like this? Well, I think Brandon tells me this game was developed over a handful of a few months. So yeah, you can see there's just a small amount of dust here. If I were to do a proper like knockdown ultimate, like there's sometimes water kicks up on inside Boo. I know water kicks up sometimes here as well. Plus, this is a solid ground. There's not sand particles kicking up when you knock around, etc., etc. I think the levels that are coated with like the sand particles like kicks up everywhere when you knock him down to it. I want to say those are actually the ones where like the screen like whites up. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and jump into one of those really fast. All right, so here we are in Namek. I am about 99% certain this will be one of the levels that gets the white flash. We'll just go ahead and turn off that so it's not as annoying to people and you can see the whole thing. knocks him down to the ground, and white flash. Strange, isn't it? So, I do want to say this is a result of like the way like this is a more solid, like not solid floor, but it's got like dirt particles that kick up whenever you knock someone into the ground or something. Now, at first I thought this was like this has to be a bug. Now, as I was saying before, Brandon told me once before that this game was developed over like 6 months. Holy shit, that's a very small amount of time. Now, over the course of this game, you've been seeing some weird bug things with like Dragon Rush, with like how the game is forced 16:9, how you can see like the enemy flying off in the distance. Actually, if I'm able to do it right now, I can just show you. Or not? Okay, yeah. So as you can see in the top left corner there, Gohan is still on screen. That black void up there was not visible in the original Budokai 3 release. So that immediately tells you that this game is definitely kind of bugged. Oh, actually, I can show this off since we're on Namek. I actually didn't plan for that. This level also has some fucked up shit, like when you go into the chase sequence. Hold up, let me knock him away. Look at the bottom right there. There's no mesh down there at all. That like it's just a void. A lot of things in this game were not intended to be seen in 16:9, and I'm convinced with a 6-month turnaround. Yeah, I can A, believe that, and B, the cracks definitely begin to show. Now, if you really want to get fucky with this game, I'm gonna show you how this shit gets wild. So, I want to see just how much, like, what the white flash actually is, you know, with the ultimate attack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the white flash, and first of all, notice the letters, or notice the numbers and the letters on the 12 hits right there. They become grayscale all of a sudden when this lands. Like, you see that? It's a weird hue. Now, you want to get fucking weird? Let's get weird. Watch this. Notice something a little weird there? Yeah, when I saw that's when I was 100% convinced that was a bug and no one playtested this game whatsoever. Cause like when you first pop back in, the artificial borders on the screen are gone, and it takes a second for the game to load. The first time I did that, I legit thought my game died. That was hilarious. So, yeah, no, that's definitely not that's not a feature of the game. That's just a 100% bug. The white flash on Broly's ultimate is not. It's not intended to be like a censoring of his ultimate. I mean, really, did anyone really believe that with Broly grabbing someone's hands, throwing them down to the floor? Would that really be the worst thing you show off in this game? Really? I don't think so. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to show off some combos for Broly, and then we'll be on our merry way. And I can show off some really fucked up shit in his story mode too! Today's a treat. I love it. Okay, so Broly combo. Luckily, I don't have to cut around too much for this because he's actually pretty easy. Something like this. Kicks. Doing this into this. That's a really easy combo you can go with. You can push it a little bit further if you want to do like this. Yeah, it's pushing it a little bit more. Luckily, I just found out about the whole back one or back R you can use in order to do that. If you want to push a little more too, shoulder press is actually a really good combo ender. This gets some really solid damage. Like, let me show this off really fast. Yeah, this combo is pretty okay. Unfortunately, because of the way they land on the ground first before shoulder press hits, they'll be able to tech roll all that. But I mean, if it's still a pretty good option. Also, shoulder press is like, or gigantic press, I guess. It's an okay move. I would use this like a little more far away to like make it a very intimidating approach option, because this move's 100% unblockable. Yeah, we're getting into that territory, folks. Look at that, 100% unblockable. It's a little seeable, and you can be hit out of it. I don't think this move has any armor on it naturally, but yeah, it's pretty decent. Also, yeah, you can just kind of pressure all day with this. Not too shabby. In truth, I do think Broly is kind of fun in this game. Usually, like in later games, I'm like, he's a bit of a snorefest. But here, he's got some merit. I will say that. So, with that out of the way. Oh, by the way, very hard mode today. Let me go ahead and shut it off as proof before we get too deep into this. just so you are keenly aware. Very hard. I was thinking about doing hard mode or Z difficulty, but I feel like it'd be too easy to do hard mode, and I don't think I'm quite good enough to do Z difficulty, but we're gonna try some fun stuff anyway. Also, yeah, Broly just has some levels. I just went to Dragon Road a little bit earlier to get him some beef, and he's not too bad. So let's go ahead and have some fun. Also, new unique intro. Fuck yeah.